friends, I have a book to read to you today called It's Mine, a Fable by Lionni. And if you look at the cover, you can see there are 3 frogs. Ooh, and this frog right up at the top, she is jumping up because she's trying to grab a butterfly. Well, what do you think she's saying about the butterfly? It's mine. Okay, so this book is all about 3 frogs who just can't seem to get along because they're always saying, it's mine, it's mine. Well, in this book, something happens where they may need to share so that they can stay safe. So we're going to read to find out if they are able to share and what happens to them. Okay. It's Mine, a Fable by Lionni. It's mine. And there she is again. In the middle of Rainbow Pond, there was a small island. Smooth pebbles lined its beaches, and it was covered with ferns and leafy weeds. So when we talk about setting, we're talking about where a story is taking place. So where is the setting in this book? The setting in this book is the little pond, the island in the little pond. So who do you think might live on the island in the pond? Frogs. They are going to be our main characters. On the island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs. That means 3 frogs who were always arguing, named Milton, Rupert, and Lydia. They quarreled and quibbled from dawn to dusk. Stay out of the pond, yelled Milton. The water is mine. Can he say that the water belongs to him? Not really. The water belongs to all of them. Get off the island, shouted Rupert. The earth is mine. Wow, the earth is mine? Do you think that he can claim the earth? Not really. The air is mine, screamed Lydia as she leaped to catch a butterfly, and so it went. What do they mean by "and so it went"? What do you think? It means that that's how it always was all the time. They were saying, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. One day, a large toad appeared before them. I live on the other side of the island, he said, but I can hear you shouting, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, all day long. There is no peace because of your endless bickering. That means fighting. You can't go on like this. With that, the toad slowly turned around and hopped away through the weeds. So the toad is saying that you friends are just arguing so much, and it's all I can hear. Do you think they're going to stop arguing because the toad asked them to? We're going to find out. No sooner had he left than Milton ran off with a large worm. The others hopped after him. Worms are for everybody, they cried. But Milton croaked defiantly. That means he said no. He did not listen. Not this one, it's mine. Ooh, did they do what the toad asked them to? No, they're still bickering. They're still arguing. They're saying, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Do you think that anybody likes that around them? No, there are other people that are trying to relax. And these toads are always arguing. Suddenly, the sky darkened and a rumble of distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air and the water turned to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as it was swallowed up by the rising flood. The frogs were scared. So what is happening now? The island is starting to flood, and they're starting to run out of room. right? So the water's coming up and they're running out of room, out of space to sit. Desperately, they clung to the few slippery stones that still rose above the wild, dark water. But soon, these too began to disappear. Oh no. So now even the rocks are starting to disappear. Do you see how they're each on their own rock right now? And all the rocks are starting to flood. They're starting to go underwater. There was only one rock left, and there the frogs huddled, trembling from cold and fright. But they felt better now that they were together, sharing the same fears and hopes. So they're feeling like really good about each other because they're supporting each other. Instead of arguing, they're keeping each other nice and safe. Little by little, the flood subsided. That means it started to go away. The rain fell gently and then stopped altogether. But look! The large rock that had saved them was no rock at all. "You saved us!" shouted the frogs when they recognized the toad. So the toad saved the day. The next morning, the water had cleared. Sun rays chased silver minnows on the sandy bottom of the pond. Joyfully, that means they were so happy, the frogs jumped in, and side by side, they swam all around the island. If you were the frog, how would you jump in? And how would you swim? How would you swim? Can you guys swim for me? They're very excited. They're very joyful because they're safe. Together, they leaped after the swarms of butterflies that filled the air. You know what I'm noticing isn't going on right now? What are they not saying anymore? Are they saying it's mine, those are my butterflies, this is my ground? No, they are not. They are sharing. And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way they never had before. "Isn't it peaceful?" said Milton. "And isn't it beautiful?" said Rupert. "And do you know what else?" said Lydia. "No, what?" the others asked. "It's ours," she said. And I think that is the end. Yes, it is. "It's ours," she said, "because if it's not mine, it's ours." So at the end of the book, what happened? They were able to share. Let me ask you, if you were really paying attention, I bet you can tell me. What reason did they share for? Why did they decide that they needed to share? And I'm curious, why do you think that changed the way that they acted about each other? Why do you think that made them share? Let me know what you think. I hope that you like this one. I actually love this author. I have a ton of his books. I highly recommend any others if you can read them. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.